Namaste, creative yogis. How you all doing? How's your week been? And how are you getting on with this beautiful lunar energy this month? This lovely Libran energy and connecting to the heart as well. Interesting combination. It helps us to really tune into our heart and listen, and helping us to guide us, let our heart guide us into that state of balance. So it's an interesting way of operating, and I've been finding it quite transformational actually. I've had quite a lot of shifts this last couple of weeks, and kind of dawning realizations of where I've been holding myself back and restricting and confining myself unnecessarily, letting myself be ruled by fears and insecurities, that kind of thing. So it's been quite a growth period for me. So I hope you've kind of been finding something similar happening for yourself. This is kind of the magic of life, really kind of tuning in and being in tune with your higher self, which is what's so interesting about working in this way with your yoga and your meditation. And I actually have been finding it genuinely transformational, so that's why I like sharing it with you and giving you some insights by talking about my journey and what it is that I'm dealing with to help you, maybe give you some ideas. So for this week, I was actually finding that I was really kind of out of balance. I was really stressed because I'm juggling the day job as well as building my business, and both things need 100% from me, and I was cracking under the vice-like grip of that, and my stress levels were getting higher and higher and higher and higher. I was getting a lot of anxiety and all that sort of stuff, and I got to a point where I just couldn't take any more. I was at breaking point, and I just asked for help. I don't know if you guys do this. It's tapping into your higher self, your angels, your guides, your support workers, that are around you at all times, your energetic support workers. They're always there, but they don't step in unless you ask them to. And what I got right away, an answer, was love yourself. I thought, always good advice. So when I finished working in the spa, I went to the studio and I just meditated for about 4 hours. I just did one meditation after another, and I started to come down from the ceiling, get back into being grounded again and centered, which is very important as you're navigating change. And then once I got into that centered space, I heard another little bit of insight and wisdom, which was to bring back my wild child, get it back into play. So back in the day, I was a wild child. My father's an alcoholic, so I definitely had substance addiction in my genes, and I just went there. I totally went there, and I really enjoyed that process. I really enjoyed that whole journey, actually. I actually had spiritual experiences while I was there, and it was about pushing my boundaries, and just seeing what I was made of. And I was very protected. I was very lucky. I didn't have anything really bad happen to me while I was immersed in that stuff. It was just, for me, one big party, really. It was just so much fun. But when I was ready to come out of it, I found that quite straightforward as well. I know some people get locked into it and then it's this downward spiral happens. But for me, I was able to kind of just float through and just have the fun bit without the other stuff. And when I was ready to leave, I was able to leave quite easily. But when I left all that behind me, I sort of put my little wild child away and put her in a little cupboard somewhere. And this little meditation was telling me to bring her back, because there's her playful side and her fun-loving side is going to help me navigate all this stress. And so I was trying to figure out how can I, connect to her again. And I was remembering that I used to love clubbing. So I got on my Spotify and I was looking for all that music that I used to listen to and dance to back in the day. And found it, of course, thank you Spotify. And I started just, putting on full bore in the studio and just dancing around and pretending I'm in a club, It was so much fun. And I actually started playing with my hair and put my hair into those, I don't know if you remember, if you guys are as old as I am, but putting your hair into the Mickey Mouse ears, that's what we used to do. Dress our hair in a certain kind of way to go clubbing and all that kind of stuff. There was a whole kind of look that we kind of all had. So I was kind of remembering that and playing with that. So bringing back my wild child and actually integrating her and back into myself rather than keeping her, that part of me sort of tucked away, helped me get back into balance. So for me, I understood it's about yin and yang. So for me, being super serious, having to be serious with the busy stuff and the work stuff, I needed to be playful and, you know, behind closed doors. So, you know, maybe if you're super busy, you know, being really, really still and quiet. If you're feeling kind of stagnant at the moment, not much is happening in your life, go and do something that gets your adrenaline rushing, like bungee jumping or something. You know, take a risk. You know, just do the opposite of whatever energy you're inhabiting at the moment, and just see that help you get back into balance. So that was my kind of wisdom that I learnt this week by exploring my life and just seeing what's going on in there and making some changes. So I hope that helps. It certainly made a difference to me. I feel much better now. I think I was losing the plot there for a little while and I found my way back again. Alright, I don't know if you can see, but I've just finished another painting as well. It's very dark. I think I was going through a lot of, like I said, clearing away all my insecurities and stuff, so I kind of went to a dark place for a while there, which is okay. You know, it's all part of the journey. Connecting to this healing journey is about not being afraid to look at whatever's going on, you know, accepting all of it, everything, you know. There is no judgment there. Alright, so let's choose a card for you today. So what do the creative yogis need to know right now? Just tune into you guys. A lot of you are doing some really amazing work out there. Good on you. I think I said that last week. Some of you are really stepping forward in your lives. That's awesome. Okay, let's choose a card. I creatively design my life in accordance with my highest values. Wow. I creatively design my life in accordance with my highest values. You guys are movers and shakers. You're realizing that you have the power to create your life. That is a massive shift. Good on you guys. Because a lot of people feel really disempowered and don't feel they have options and things like that. Once you step away from that kind of lack mentality, absolutely extraordinary things happen. It's amazing what we'll settle for when we feel like we haven't got much options. Good on you. You're growing your wings. That's beautiful. I'm really happy for you all. And do let me know how you're getting on. I like to hear people's stories, and if you are struggling with anything, obviously reach out. I do what I can to help you. Alright, that's it for me this week. Have a lovely week. Namaste, creative yogis.